Fitness, everybody. I'm your host, Jim Dandy, and today we are going to be discussing aerobic equipment. Let's get started. So there are several forms of aerobic equipment. There are exercise bikes, spin bikes, recumbent bikes, different kind of levels of bikes. There's the elliptical, which is a kind of arm and leg machine. There are step machines, treadmills, rowing machines. There are some like hand crank machines. Lots of different forms of aerobic equipment. I happen to have 3 of those in my arsenal, and that is what we're going to be discussing today in great detail. So here's just a look at my equipment here. This is so here's just a look at my equipment here. That is my recumbent bike there. Then we have my elliptical, which is the newest addition to the formal fitness gym. And then, of course, last but not least, is my treadmill over there in the corner. Okay, so first we're going to talk about my recumbent bike. This is from Vision Fitness. It has a little on switch down here at the bottom. And what makes this different from a regular exercise bike is that you're kind of in a reclined position. So it's a little, it gives you a little more support in the lower back, which I like. The seat itself has a nice kind of bump to it that kind of pushes down on that lower back hip area. So it's a lot less impact. Also, you get more of a stretch on the legs. Now you can adjust the seat, you can come closer to give you a more restricted knee, but if you're taller, you may have issues with the handlebars here. Or you can push it back and give an even greater extension so your legs are more straight as you pedal, or just kind of keep it in the middle for a regular stride. Now there are several settings on the bike. You can always just start the bike, and it'll keep track of your distance and it'll keep track of your time. Over here is your levels. If you want more resistance, you add your levels. If you want a lighter resistance, you deplete the levels. You also have different exercises here. You can do intervals, where it's going to calculate speed for you, and it's going to alternate your resistance. There's rolling hills, where you're going to have periods of high resistance and periods of really low resistance to simulate going up and down those hills. You have weight loss settings, where it's going to be keeping track of specific calculations for you. And you have mountain, which is like a steep, you're gradually climbing a steep hill, so you're going to have your levels, as you see here, they're going to go up slowly as the exercise continues. And then your heart rate training, which is just going to be more of an even keel pace to help you maintain a specific heart rate. Next, it is my elliptical, the latest addition to my arsenal. And this is from Spirit Fitness. Now what's great about the elliptical is you're working the arms and the legs at the same time. So as you go, and to get it started, all you have to do really is start moving. It pops up, and you program your settings, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. But you're also swinging your arms at the same time. Now you don't have to, there's handles elsewhere if you just want to do the legs. Or you can kind of let the legs go limp and really let the arms do all the work. You're getting more of an upper body warm up, which is really good if you're doing like lifting. It's good to warm up those upper body muscles as well. Exercise bike, we've got some different settings here. Once you get the screen lit up, you just hit start. You can stay here if you want. It's going to count your calories, it's going to show you your RPMs, it's going to give you your time and your distance. And then on the handles here, you squeeze tightly with both hands. That's going to give you your heart rate. And then you've got your up and down levers to increase your resistance. But like on the bike, you've got different modes here. You've got manual, which is what I'm on now. There's cardio. There's hill, there's fat burn, interval, and heart rate, which is just going to put you in different modes of cardio to work the specific things. This one also has a fan on it, which is nice. You can hear that, so it's cooling you off as you go, which is nice because you want to prevent yourself from overheating. So, you know, drinking lots of liquid and having the fan on you, that's going to really help. Okay, last but not least, it is my treadmill. Just like on the bike, there's a tiny switch here at the bottom that activates it. You hear that beep, you know it's on. This is from Go Fitness. It does not have the incline on it. It's a manual incline. So you can raise it to a few different settings to give yourself more of that incline. Whereas some of the newer models, it's on your settings here and it inclines itself. Okay, now the treadmill is one of the oldest and most traditional pieces of cardio equipment. This one is a rather simple model. You just hit start here. It gives you a little countdown. You start moving. It starts on a really low 0.5. You can raise your speed here, or there's a tiny switch on the side here where you can raise your speed even higher. You have an emergency shut-off button here as well as there. And this one gives you a little chart here. It doesn't have all the modes like the other one does, but it gives you a chart here of the speed, and the different speeds work you into these different programs here. And then, like I mentioned before, you have the incline, so it kind of shows you here to raise it to the different inclines, and then to correlate it with the speeds over here to give you a more specific aerobic routine. Just wanted to take some time today to show off my aerobic equipment. I don't use it that much in my videos because it kind of gets in the way of my specific floor routines. But cardio equipment is probably one of the easiest ways for beginners to get into fitness. So I thought it would be amiss if I didn't share with you guys the basics about some of the most commonly found aerobic equipment. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. As always, like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comment section. And until next time.